listening to the Good Stuff Podcast with your host, C.K. Helms.
Okay, what's up, everybody? Yeah, this is me, your host, C.K. Helms, with the Good Stuff Podcast. We're back, episode 2. It's every Thursday. We've taken a break. We took a week break, because last Wednesday I almost had like a mini stroke. I don't know what was going on. It was a bad day. I record on Wednesdays, put the show out on Thursday. And I don't know what happened. Just woke up, and all day long it was super dizzy. I couldn't move. The room was spinning like 90 miles an hour. I couldn't move. Vomiting bile all day. It was bad. I don't know what was going on. I felt like I was dying, and my wife had to leave work and come get the baby and take her to my mom's. It was a bad day. I don't know. Need to go to the doctor, really, to be honest with you. But I'm a man and I'm stubborn, so I haven't went to the doctor yet. But I will. Don't worry about it, guys. More good stuff. But that's why the second episode didn't come out for 2 weeks instead of 1 week. And I know that there's probably was some haters or something that was like, yeah, you always not do stuff. This is what happens. No. That's not what's going on. This is going strong all year long. The show is, I got sponsored by Zach Shoup with Blind Bandit Productions. This episode and all episodes are brought to you by Blind Bandit Productions. And so, I'm going in for at least a year. You get to hear my beautiful voice and hear the golden voice of good stuff, C.K. Helms. And, of course, my sidekick, Gary. Gary, how was your holiday?
It was okay, I guess. Could have been better.
That's good, man. Did you get plenty of good stuff for Christmas?
I got some new batteries.
Awesome. But yeah, Christmas just came. I had fun. The kids have fun. They got a trampoline, so they're enjoying that. Santa got them that, and so they're having fun. They're having fun. The holidays were stressful, and then almost died, so. That wasn't good stuff, but it happens. It's whatever, man. I'm making it. I'm here. I got a good show for you today. I got Jeremiah Elliott with me today, and he's going to stop by. He's going to be on the show later. He didn't stop by, but yeah, he's going to be on the show later, and we're going to talk about his book series. The Arcos Saga, and I don't know if that's what he calls it, but that's what I'm calling it. And so we're talking about his books they wrote. He plays Black Mask in Gotham Knights, my web series, and he's done some other acting stuff. And then we just talk about other stuff in 2019, man. Just catch up. I was only going to talk to him for like 20 minutes, and ended up talking to him for like almost an hour. And then we played a game and stuff like that. And so we're also going to introduce another new segment at the end of the show, and I'll just wait for that. It's called Hoodies On Life, and I'll explain more about that later on in the show. But yeah, so good show today, good stuff all around. Second episode, I appreciate you being here with me, listening to the show. As I said last week, just figuring the show out, and I've listened to a bunch of other podcasts here past couple weeks, and I've really been inspired to not necessarily have to feel like I have to talk about like entertainment in general and reviewing people or whatever. And so like I've been just listening to podcasts where people just talk for like an hour and a half, and so it really is just inspired me to keep going with this and just evolve the show more as we go along. And so I want you to help me build the Good Stuff podcast. If you got ideas for the show, what you think would be good, let me know. I'm going to introduce new segments, probably a lot, to find stuff that I think I like. And maybe people will give me some feedback on what segments they like, and then I'll be able to go from there and do what people want to hear. Of course, talking about entertainment in general, local entertainment, just independent entertainment in general. A lot about talking like that. People do stuff, and so whatever people do, I want you to talk to me, and I'll talk about your stuff, man. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna talk about stuff, good stuff, good stuff all the time. And it's been a slow 2 weeks, really. With the holidays, Christmas, and New Year's and stuff, and not a lot of stuff has happened and in the world. So it's I guess it was good that I took the week off last week to just lay there in pain, and some because then if I wouldn't really know news wise to talk about here at the beginning of the show, and it would have been interesting for this episode too, what to talk about. But there's just little bit of news trickled out and stuff like that. But not a whole lot of stuff has happened. A lot of people just posted about 2019 and stuff that's coming out. So and I'm looking forward to stuff in 2019. But kind of like I want to talk to stuff about stuff as it comes to, and as stuff comes along, I'll talk about it more. I may talk about it more closer, whatever. Whatever. I don't know. Lindsay. Yeah. Okay, got that out of my system. Anyways, big news today, or yesterday, was Mean Gene Okerlund, announcer, wrestling announcer, was in WWE, WCW, too. He passed away at the age of 76. Mean Gene, one of the greatest backstage interviewers ever. The best, not one of the best, the best, I would say. Yeah, so big loss in the wrestling world, man. Mean Gene. I didn't even know he was sick or anything, and so it was kind of a shock. We really wasn't prepared for it. Start 2019 off pretty bad. That's not good stuff at all. Bad stuff. Hashtag bad stuff. And yeah, I'm kind of a loss. Great interviews back in the day, in the 80s. Hulk Hogan, Randy Savage, Roddy Piper. The great backstage segments with these guys. Andre the Giant. And he was on the show Legends House, WWE Legends House, on the WWE Network after the WWE Network first came out a few years back. And I enjoyed him on that too. And that was good stuff. And so Mean Gene, 10 bell salute, as they do in the wrestling world. And so, man, miss you, man. Miss you already, man. Another thing that happened, the Soldier game console. Now, you guys remember Soldier Boy, right? You Superman, that hoe? Yeah, that guy. He had that one hit song. I think he had some other songs. I don't know. But anyway, he had this. I don't know if he still raps or anything, but he had this thing called the Soldier Game console and Soldier Game handheld, because he put the name Soldier and everything. But he put out these handhelds that he said were legit, and he was selling them, these consoles and these handheld consoles that had games like Tekken and Tomb Raider and a bunch of Nintendo games on them. Basically, were just really lame versions of emulators. They were just emulators, basically, of classic games that already came out. And he said it was all legit and everything, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, everybody knew it wasn't, and that he didn't have, and it was all going to basically come out in the wash, and all going to fall apart eventually. Well, it fell apart, and today, January the 2nd, all the Soldier game consoles and stuff were pulled. After yesterday, the 1st, he said that, Nintendo wasn't going to sue him or anything. Oh, I guess Nintendo was like, oh yeah, well, guess what? We're going to sue you if you don't take this shit off. So, Soldier game consoles today, he said that he had to pull them. So, one day he's talking trash, the next day he's pulling his consoles. I guess that's what happens when you steal people's shit. So, sorry, Soldier Boy. I guess you'll have to find another way to be relevant. I don't know. Today, a lot of things. This is the mid-season premieres are happening here, starting this week, and they'll continue on through the month. And so shows picking back up or starting anew, like the Orville, which I think for season 2. I think the episodes showed on Sunday after football, but I guess really it starts on Fox really tonight. The season 2 premiere of the Orville, which is like Seth MacFarlane's Star Trek type show, which I actually like the Orville way more than I like Star Trek. And so I'm pretty excited for season 2, and that just means that with it premiering tonight, I'll get to watch it tomorrow on Hulu, so I'm excited. Super excited about the Orville. Another thing premiering tonight, is Gotham, the final season of Gotham. They got a short season for their final season, and it's only 10 episodes, and it starts tonight, and picking up the No Man's Land storyline, and so pretty exciting stuff. And so 10 episodes, and get to see the final steps that Bruce takes to become Batman in the show. And they said in the 10th episode, the show will flash forward 10 years, and we'll see Batman and a fat penguin, because Penguin's really skinny on that show. So we'll finally see Batman on Gotham in the last episode. So yeah, that's Gotham. They're gonna have we get to see like a Harley Quinn type character, and then the proto Joker Jeremiah Valeska, and will finally take his extreme descent into madness to become, I guess, their version of the Joker on the show. And I'm excited. I didn't really like Gotham at first because it's kind of strange and different, but it's its own universe basically of the Batman mythos, and every character, because you can't have all these villains without Batman originally, is how I saw it, but it's a different universe as I come to the conclusion, and it's its own thing, and so things are a little different, but I feel like everything will turn out to be good. And so and then once Cameron Monaghan got on that show as their Joker type character, he's amazing. And so then Corey Michael Smith's the Riddler, and then Robin Lord Taylor's Penguin, they have pretty good characters arcs as well in the show, and I really like it, and so I've come to like it, and interested to see. They're bringing like Magpie on, and then like new characters like Grandmother and Orphan or something like this. I'm not for sure. Newer characters just introduced in the Batman mythos and comics, and now they'll be on this final season. Gotham, and of course Bane. Bane is coming. Shane West is playing Bane, and apparently he was in the military with Jim Gordon, and so it's going to be a little different take on. His name is Eduardo or something. Can't remember his last name, but anyway, and so a little different take on the character, but I'm sure it'll be all right. What I've seen of Bane so far from that show looks horrible, but kind of like Darth Vader type thing, and so it's interesting. I don't know if it's going to be good stuff or not, but we'll find out. And so we'll find out when the show premieres today on, and then you can catch it on Hulu. And so good stuff, maybe so. Stranger Things 3rd season. They just put out a poster, and July 4th is when season 3 of Stranger Things is coming to Netflix, and so people are excited about that. And then Punisher season 2. January 18th, just a couple of weeks down the road. 2nd season Punisher. I know Jigsaw's going to be in it, and I'm not for sure exactly more. But, January 18th should be a good day. Then January 19th, it'll get canceled. Like Daredevil and all the other Marvel shows. So, looking forward to that. Um, I haven't watched I haven't watched Daredevil season 3 yet, or the second season of Iron Fist, and I don't know if really I want to or not, because with it being canceled, I don't, and like they are basically open ended cliffhangers left in the show, because I mean they didn't know they were going to be canceled apparently, and so I don't really like watching shows that don't have like definite endings and like have open cliffhangers because they didn't know they were going to be canceled. And so I don't know. I just don't want to invest more of my time in them. I probably will. But I mean, I'm definitely going to watch Punisher season 2, because season 1 was amazing and Punisher's awesome. So I'm definitely going to watch Punisher season 2. So I really should go back and watch Daredevil season 3 at least. I don't know. I'm excited about Punisher season 2. We'll talk more about it when it comes to the time, a couple more weeks down the road. It's a part of another Netflix series, a series of unfortunate events. Lemony Snicket's series of unfortunate events, season 3 just came out. So the final season, if you want the rest of the books, that finishes up the storyline there. So if Neil Patrick Harris is Captain Olaf, so good stuff. Finish up that series. Let's see. Other upcoming things in the next week. Friday, the movie Escape Room comes out to theaters, which escape rooms are a big deal right now, and somebody was like, hey, let's make a horror movie out of that. So that movie comes out Friday, and then Tuesday on DVD, that movie Night School with Kevin Hart comes out. I don't remember who else is in that movie, and I haven't seen it yet. But yeah, that comes out on DVD. So, and yeah, so exciting stuff, good stuff. That's the releases, and then probably after next week, we'll really be getting into more stuff, and the world will go back to normal. News coming out all the time, and stuff releasing all the time, and just this holiday season, just getting over it, getting over through the trudge of nothingness, and into the real world again. So, but yeah, over the break, let's see, things that I haven't talked about. Yeah. Whoa! Hold the phone. Also releasing on January the 4th, Friday, which tomorrow, is Young Justice Outsiders. The third season of Young Justice is going to be on the DC Universe. Yeah. And so I'm pretty excited. I mean, the show that got canceled, my favorite cartoon show ever, favorite animated series, and it's so exciting for this third season. The DC Universe bring it back. It's the whole reason I had DC Universe to me, and so I'm super excited about the third season, Young Justice Outsiders, and exciting what it's going to bring. And hopefully next week I'll be able to talk about it and talk about the first episode. I'll give a little review. But yeah, going back to stuff that's already happened though, as I mentioned, the season finale of Titans came out, and that was awesome. It was cool. It's really interesting. It kind of ended on a cliffhanger, but luckily they're making a season 2, so I don't have to worry about not knowing what happened. And spoiler alert. So like, if you don't want to be spoiled about what happened at the end, just go ahead and skip forward about 30 seconds. Yeah, the post-credit scene introduced Superboy, Connor Kent, and even Crypto, the Superdog. So I'm pretty excited about season 2, seeing Superboy. So that's gonna be awesome, because I love him in Young Justice. So seeing him live action is pretty super exciting. And man, they found like a mountain of a kid to play, or a guy to be Superboy. He looks huge and buff and that thing, so I'm pretty excited. But yeah, and then I never talked about the Arrowverse crossover, the last episode of all the Arrowverse shows, the Elseworlds crossover, and it was amazing. It was awesome. It was everything I wanted it to be. Seeing different versions of its of characters, the introduction of Batwoman in the Arrowverse, and something I'm going to do on Good Stuff is talk about the Arrowverse shows every week. I'm going to do a Arrowverse wrap up, and what basically stuff that happened in the last week's episodes. Like, I record this on Thursday. It won't be like I'll be running a week behind. So yeah. But yeah, but the most exciting thing was that finally they announced that next year's crossover will be the Crisis on Infinite Earths, which is something that they've been building towards ever since the first episode of The Flash, when we saw the newspaper where it said Flash disappears in Crisis. So we knew that Crisis on Infinite Earths was coming, and eventually that they were building towards it, and they would have a Justice League and stuff and everything, and so Flash disappearing in the Crisis, and now they're going to do it, and they set the stage for that, and I'm super excited. I hope that the Crisis brings like Supergirl's world and even Black Lightning's world into the main continuity, into the main Arrowverse, and they're all in the main universe, merge all the universes together, because basically what happened on Crisis Infinite Earths, it ends with all the Earths being combined into one. So I'm sure that's what'll end up, some version of that'll happen in next year's crossover. But exciting stuff. The shows are going to be coming back. I think Flash starts maybe on the 7th. Maybe. I think it starts back up, or 8th. I don't know. It may start up next week. Can't really remember. But yeah. Good stuff all around, though. A lot of good stuff to listen. A lot of good things to get ready for. 2019 is going to be a heck of a year, man. It's going to be a heck of a year. And so I hope that everybody is ready for that. Like me. Okay, I just fact checked and Flash starts on the 15th. But anyway, yeah. So we're going to get... the 76th annual Golden Globes are Sunday. So if you got a friend that's going to tweet 100 million things that happen on that show, be prepared for that on Sunday. But yeah, so good stuff. We got good stuff coming up. We got Jeremiah Elliott coming in. And we're going to take a little siesta here and play you some music, and then we'll be back with Jeremiah. All right, we're back here on the Good Stuff podcast, and I'm here with Jeremiah Elliott. Jeremiah, what's up, man?
Oh, going good. How are you?
Pretty good. Just making it. 2019, just starting off. You excited?
Oh, yeah. Yep. Got to work on New Year's Day. Just got off this morning, so really kicked it off with a bang on shift.
Yeah, right. Doing the firefighter thing, right?
Oh, yeah. Engine 18, loud and proud, because when only the best will do, call someone else.
That's pretty good. You'll get that on t-shirts or bumper stickers or something?
No, I need to get some made.
You should. That'd be cool. I was just talking about with my friend Zach today. I said something and I was like, we should get that on t-shirts, and he said, yeah, I'm gonna get Walmart bathrooms. When you gotta go, you need to take a shower afterwards. It was something like that about needing a shower after using a Walmart bathroom. Of course,
he's good though.
Yeah, he's in New York though, so the Walmarts up there are probably I don't know what they're like, but I mean, imagine they're dirtier. I don't know. Is that like stereotype city typing? Is that what it is?
I don't know. I'd have to think about it, because I've only been to New York City once, and I don't even think I saw a single Walmart there. So it'd have to be on the outskirts.
Yeah. He's on the outskirts. I don't like 5. He said he was like 15 minutes from Manhattan or something like that.
Yeah,
from like downtown Times Square or whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't even know they had Walmarts there. It was news to me.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah. So anyway, I brought you on here, second episode here of the Good Stuff podcast, and mainly because you commented on my thing the one time, And eventually I'm going to get everybody on here anyways. Everybody in the whole entire world. Everybody. Uh, just them all. But yeah, so I know that I wanted to talk to you about your books because you're a writer. You do the writing.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, and I saw actually before I sent you the link to the recorder here that it's Science Fiction Day and that you shared the link to your book.
Yep, January 2nd, National Science Fiction Day. So, what a better way to promote a sci-fi book than the day itself.
Yeah, that's awesome. I was like, hey, that's pretty cool. So I shared that on the Good Stuff podcast page already. So before people even know that you're on here.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But actually, I guess since this is Wednesday that we're recording this, but my show comes on Thursday, technically they could see the thing before they listen to this episode. But whatever, it's all good.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah, my first episode I had Dustin, or Batman as most people know him as.
Oh yeah.
And he made like a announcement about basically he told me that he was doing this he does charity work, and he was like, yeah, I haven't mentioned this to anyone yet, but blah blah blah, doing the polar plunge thing again. And I was like, cool, I got an exclusive announcement. But then he posted it on his page, and I was like, damn it, there went my exclusive.
Right. Just take all the fun out of it.
I know, I want to be really cool. So I was just like, well, even though that he shared it, I was still the exclusive because I knew before he shared it.
Oh yeah, take that to the bank. That's your credit.
Yeah, for sure. But anyway, so Science Fiction Day, and you shared the link to the Amazon page. Was that just the first book?
Yeah, that's just book one. I haven't figured out how to make one link have all three on it yet. But
yeah,
you know how it is with everything. I'm not gonna send out book two and say start here.
Yeah, start right here.
Start right here.
In the middle of the story. That way you don't know what's going on.
Yeah, and then everything else is just like a prequel.
Yeah. So Secret of Arcos. Is it Arcos? Is that how you say it?
Yeah, Arcos. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, so I actually have the first book, and I think I actually bought that book like before I actually like really knew you.
Oh, really? That's awesome.
Yeah, I think maybe like I think we were just like Facebook friends maybe.
Yeah.
And I saw you posted, or I don't know. I can't remember. That was a long time ago. But I knew it was before we ever actually met in person.
Yeah, and I can't remember who it was that I was friends with that I found you through.
It was Brian Robertson.
Oh, of course. Yeah, of course it was Brian.
Yeah.
He's the one that let me find my wife. He just seems to get me linked up with everybody I need.
Yeah. And then just dump them after you meet everybody.
He's the one that ran away.
Yeah, he's the one that got away.
Yeah.
So sad. I don't even know what he's doing these days. But yeah, so the book, it's been out for how many years now, the first one?
Oh man, 2012 or 13 is when I think I finished writing it in 2012 and I got it out in 2013.
Yeah, and I probably picked it up like right after you got it, put it out. So
yeah, because it came out right around the time that I moved from Texas up here.
Yeah, cool. So can you tell everybody just a brief little thing about it?
Sure.
Don't spoil anything.
Yeah, no, it's your classic sci-fi premise of we've got 3 planets now: Earth, Kandra, and Arcos. And Arcos is real rich in minerals, so of course we immediately exploit it and start mining. That triggers a chain of certain events that I don't want to spoil, because that is the secret of Arcos. So it kind of puts everything in the balance. And the whole time during that, we've got a civil war going on with the government and this rebel group called the Brotherhood. Arcos goes dark due to the mining, so no one can get on or off the planet. No communication can get on or off the planet. But there was one last transmission that got out. So that leads a certain team to find a way down to the surface and just figure out what's going on. And it's got about 5 different storylines that are happening. And towards the end of the first book, they all link up and everything kind of makes sense there. And then that just rolls right into books 2 and 3.
Cool. And what's your main character's name in there?
The main character, man, that's a tough one. It's probably either Samuel Morris or it's going to be the members of Gamma Squad that end up becoming the Guardians, which is the title of book 2, Guardians.
The title of and then the last one is
the last one's called Shattered World.
Shattered World. That's it. I knew what it was. It just lost me there for a second.
Yeah.
I knew it was something world. I just couldn't remember what it was. I was like, Broken World? No, that's not it. It's close.
It is close. It is close.
Yeah. So basically, you would say, well, because you were like, oh, main character. So it like follows like, I guess, a whole group of people rather than, or just the events.
It follows a bunch of different groups and a bunch of different individuals, and throughout all 3 books, they end up linking up and breaking apart and kind of making their own team that each is doing or has to do or has to survive a certain event that, like, without knowing it, whatever they're doing is triggering the events of the next group across the planet or whatever, trying to figure out what they're doing, and then they do something that helps out this group, and so on and so forth.
Yeah. Cool. When you started off with the introduction of what the book was,
Mm-hmm.
and you said, of course we mind it, and I was like, yeah, America, and then in my head I was like, it's all damn Donald Trump's fault. It's what the whole book is.
Drain the swamp, build the wall.
We're going to Arcos. Fuck them. Get all their money.
God forbid Mars has oil.
Yeah. We're going to get it. We're going to get that oil. That Mars oil is ours. And then he's going to build, and then if there's Martians there, then he'll build like some like defensive wall out in space. Space wall.
The space wall with the Space Force.
My Space Force is building a space wall. We're going to make Mars pay for it.
Yeah, and then he actually gets it built, but he forgets that there's no gravity, so it just floats away.
Yeah, he's like, all right, guys. So I'm going to start this Kickstarter for you to pay for this new Mars wall. We're just going to build it around Mars. Yeah,
that would be great.
I can see it now.
Oh, I could see it. I'd love it.
I mean, yeah. So then, like, it's like, oh my goodness, like your books, like, almost were like prophecies in a sense.
Once you start getting through and figure out what's going on there, we're not far off with building walls around planets and stuff.
That's crazy stuff, man. That's good stuff, though. I like it.
Yep, it ends up. It's one of those books that I really enjoyed writing it because I wrote it in the sense of like the reader knows what's happening and gets to read the unfolding of like all the characters that they're starting to like figure out what they already know. And I don't know. I think that's a fun way to write and even watch a movie. It was like when you know everything that's going on and you get to watch these people like scramble because you just want to yell at them and be like, look, it's clearly this, but you can't because it's words on a page.
Right. Just words on a page. Cannot yell at them, much like watching a sports team. They don't listen to your calls.
Yeah.
How did you actually come up with the idea for these book series? So, like, did you come up with just the first book idea, or did you go ahead and plan out the entire trilogy?
Man, the only thing I had was the first line of book 1, and I've always wanted to write something. And so, like, the very first sentence, something like, the whole shuddered and bumped as Captain Joseph Atkins prepared for re-entry, or something like that. And that was just stuck in my head for, the running up to when I dropped out of college. And I was like, man, I could do something with that. And then I didn't know what. So I dropped out of college, went back home, and went back to working as a bank teller. And we were primarily slow with the foot traffic on weekdays. It was kind of one of those banks that you had the hot Fridays of people cashing checks, but during the week, nothing really happened. So I just brought up a Word document and I put that down. And then the next line came and the next line. And I was like, oh, okay, so let's go this way with it. And maybe let's try this. So it really ended up writing itself. And I think 6 months I had the first draft done. And at that point, I had at least the world created and the, what I wanted to do with it. And then as soon as I finished, I was like, oh, there's more to this that I don't know that I have. And it all really just wrote itself. And so I was able to do a book a year, basically.
Mm-hmm. Cool. So you self-published your book, I guess, through Amazon, right?
Yeah, I did. One day I'll maybe try to get an agent and all that stuff, but really I just did it to say that I did it. And
yeah, and just get the stuff out of your head, really, right?
Yeah, and oh yeah. And the company I use, it makes it it's like through Amazon, and they've got partnerships with Barnes and Noble, Books a Million, so seeing it where it is and where you can buy it, you wouldn't think that it's self-published because they just make it so easy now. And I figure, well, why not just do that since it's not going to be what pays my bills, and
Right.
Just keep it simple so I don't have to worry about an agent in my ear. Or that's what I always like to say is like the things that I love doing, like acting and writing and all that stuff. If my bills depended on it, I think I would stop enjoying it.
Yeah, because then it's like work.
Yeah.
Oh man. But yeah, Amazon, they're actually the self-publish, I guess, in quotation marks. It really is like just buying a book from the store, because like I have all my books on a bookshelf, and one day I just pulled out the book and showed it to Lacey. I was like, "You see this book?" And I said, "See, Jeremiah wrote this." And she was like, "Oh, really? Like it looks just like a normal book." Because it is a normal book.
This ain't one of them fancy books like they got up north.
It's like, what do you mean? Like normal book? Like what? It's special?
Oh man.
But I mean, I guess like it would make sense of what she was trying to say, but it was just funny the way she said it. It's like one of them normal books.
Yeah, no, I totally know what she meant. Yeah, because I get that a lot from people of just like it's the worst question of having to explain why I'm self-published when I'm talking to someone else that is published and went through. There's a guy on the job that just got published, and he went through the agent and stuff, and he's like, "Why don't you do that?" And I was like, "Because I just watched you for the past 8 months talking about how horrible it was, and like, why would I want to do that after watching you do that?"
Yeah, seems like fun, but you're still doing this, and you went through an agent. I can still do this and just do this by myself.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna dive my whole life into it and get all the rejection letters and take time to make the queries, and it's a whole thing of like you basically got to wear your heart on the sleeve and go with hat in hand up to any agent and say, "Hey, I made this for you," and then like 99 out of 100 are going to go, "Well, I don't want it," and then they kick you, and then they steal your dog, and it's just like a whole, you just don't want to do it.
Right, and you're like, "Love me, please."
Yeah.
I made this. I made this for you.
I did this.
Oh man, yeah. I don't know if I could ever deal with that type of rejection either. I'm not really big on rejection. So I mean, that's why I think I've had a lot of ideas that I never followed through on because I didn't want to get rejected.
Yeah, and it's weird. It's like it's such a key factor into making you a better artist, but I don't know, it's like a crazy balance of like I have my pride in my work, but I also have to know that not everyone's going to love it. But it's like I'm still going to get mad at people that don't love it. So, where do you fall in the middle of that to be who you want to be?
Yeah, I totally understand that. But yeah, so as I said, we shared the post on the Good Stuff page of where people can go get the first book, and then they can find the other 2 books on there. And then I noticed throughout the years sometimes that you got to get them for free through the Kindle thing.
Yes,
right?
Every so often for certain events, or usually definitely around each publication anniversary, on the Kindle version, they'll is like a straight week where they'll be free, or I'll do like the free 99 deal where the first 2 are free and the last one's 99 cents. And just something, I don't know, one of those, like the person with the sausages in Whole Foods, and you eat one and you go, oh, I'll definitely buy these, and then you eat 2 more and then you don't buy them, but you got to make the awkward thing of like, I liked it, and so it still get you any publicity, right?
Right, yeah. But yeah, you've done that quite a few times, and so I actually think I have all of them on my Kindle, on Amazon Kindle, but I haven't looked at Amazon Kindle in so long. But I believe one time I did pick those up.
Yeah.
I'm sure I did.
Yeah, because I like throwing that out. But no, it's been fun. I had no idea that it would end up enveloping about 5 years of my life, and just like, I don't know, there's every now and then I just see all 3 of them sitting on the shelf, and I just go, oh man, that's cool. And I'm like, it's just a great feeling. For sure.
Do you think you'll write
whether people love
else?
it or buy it, I tried to do it as more of a staple of just like, look, I'm a college dropout who became a firefighter, but I still keep my art at my heart, and don't give up on things. That's the thing. I'm definitely not saying that they're good. There's a lot of people that aren't gonna like them because I wrote it like a mental movie. It's super motion driven instead of, like, I didn't spend 2 pages describing how the light came through the window. I just wanted to jump into the action of it. And there's a lot of people that don't like that writing style.
Yeah, well, not everything's for everybody.
Right.
But of course, people are gonna hate on stuff in this day and age. So, because that's the thing to do.
Oh yeah. Internet anonymity is just like toxic when it comes to anything that people do.
Every year, I swear it gets worse. It's just stay off the internet. It's such a bad place.
Oh, it's a horrible place.
Horrible. But as I said a while ago, do you think you're going to write any other books, or you think that's pretty much it?
I am. I'm working on I've been slowly working on a couple ideas right now, but I think I just need to take time before I jump back into another book, because like I said, that was like 5 years of just creating a world and all these things, and it burnt me out a little bit. It's like, oh, now I got to start over with like new characters and new things, and so I'm switching over right now, and I'm actually working on a script for like the local community theater. I have a pretty fun idea for a comedy that I think could go over really well, that I've been trying to work through.
Well, that's awesome.
So
awesome. Well, since you brought up theater, and we're going to segue that into acting, because you've done some theater, right?
Yeah. I started in high school and kept it going until I got on the department, and then the schedule won't allow me to anymore.
Yeah, right. Because I mean, you work every 3 days or whatever, or
24 on, 48 off, and no matter what show I do, there's always going to be 3 or 4 days in a row that it runs. So
right, yeah, and there's not like understudies in Arkansas,
right? Yeah, not for the community local show like that.
Yeah, it's either be in the play or don't be in the play.
Yeah, but I miss it. I mean, I love acting, and I jump on every chance I can get.
Yeah. I mean, I know some acting that you're doing. You play Black Mask in my Gotham Knights show.
Man, what a smooth segue. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I also do the Black Mask. That was one of those events that I saw, and I said, "Oh, look, another chance for me to do something with my schedule. I'm jumping on it as hard as I can."
Yeah. But sorry, that was such a smooth segue. I couldn't get over that. I was like, oh, that was a good one. But anyway, yeah, so you play Roman Sionis, the Black Mask, which is actually one of my favorite Batman villains, and underused, in my opinion, in a lot of stuff. And I was like, whenever I made Gotham Knights, I was like, I have to have Black Mask in whatever I do.
It,
And so
he became one of my favorites when I was just researching the role. I watched like a playthrough of the Telltale Batman video game that he was in, and it's like the way that they portrayed him, and that was awesome. And I was like, that's what I want to try to do.
yeah, and he was in the other things that he's been in. He was in like the Batman Arkham Origins video game. Then
I haven't gotten around to
animated.
playing those yet.
Good stuff, man. You should get on that.
I know.
And then he was in Batman Under the Red Hood, which, I mean, I watched that for other reasons, but I was really excited that Black Mask was in it. They actually have a in the comics and stuff, basically now, like throughout a lot of the comics in the past few years, Black Mask and Red Hood have really had a lot of dealings of Red Hood just basically just wanting to ruin Black Mask's life.
Man.
So
yeah. I mean, there's so much story there, and I loved it when you sent me the script of just how much just like heart and passion has been into this project, and it's been really, really fun to be a part of.
Well, thanks, man. You actually started in the micro short that we did, Gotham Knights Trash. You were just a thug. And then you graduated.
The
to
longest
a role.
day on set that I've ever had in my life was playing that thug role.
Man, that day, we make a lot of inside jokes about that day.
Oh, absolutely.
At people's expenses that I won't go into right now. But you should pick up your trash.
You should.
Yeah, Tim and Heather say that joke to each other a lot.
It's a classic.
It is, and it's just funny because nobody knows what we're talking about right now, but we know. We know. It was a long day. That's actually when I think I first met you.
Yeah, that's when we officially met. Was that day? Yeah,
in person, and then once you came on,
sun just beaming off your hair, and I knew right then it was love.
Thanks, man. I take hours getting this hair just to make sure that it catches light and hit people in the eyes. So it takes time.
But yeah.
And then
that was
so we had fun time.
Yeah, that's what started all this.
Yeah, we sat there a lot, just beside on the concrete there next to each other, just like, yep, and just got to know each other some. So I remember that. And then I also remember that whenever you sent me your audition for Black Mask, and we'll never forget that because I was like, guys, this is it right here. This is it. This is it.
Yeah.
This is the guy.
That day in the library when Tim was scooting back in his chair.
It was good. I was like, y'all just don't know. Like this is Black Mask right here. And oh man,
well, I appreciate that. Good.
And I was like, I was so ready for that, and it was just like, this is so intense. This is exactly because you did exactly what I wanted you to do.
Yeah.
And I was like, because I had like message you about the role, and I was like, I just need you to be angry, man. I just need you to.
There's a lot that I could pull from that. There is no problem with me getting angry.
I was like, he's just always angry. That's what I just felt like, and so I was like. You just came in, and I was like, "Oh God, it's so good." And yeah, Tim was like, "Oh man, he was just so intense." And I was like, "Yeah, that's Black Mask, man. Do we need to see anybody else? I don't think so. Let's call it a day and go home."
No, it's been a hell of an outlet for me. Is like that the anger and stuff that you want is like there's just so much from work with just the crap that I see on the daily basis that I can just finally pull from, and just really let that loose behind the mask. And it's like a great way to vent without making anyone upset at you for yelling. So it's great.
Right. And then the like we've done the first 2 parts. We've already put those out, and of course you're in both of them, and thought you were awesome.
It was fun.
It was really good. It was really fun on set. Cold, but really fun.
God, it was cold. Yeah.
It was so fucking cold. It was so cold. God. And then Lacey was like 9 months pregnant, and I was just like, oh.
Yep. That was a good day though, because that cold really motivated us. Because like me and Michael play off each other really well as Black Mask and Penguin, and like I don't think our stuff took very long at all of just the me and him things. Yeah.
I really want to do more with you guys. Like, it's like, man, we need more.
Yeah.
We need more. If I ever do that feature, we'll definitely. I'm kind of letting you know more on you. But Goodbar's so good. He's so awesome, and I want to do more of Penguin. But since I really like Black Mask, if I ever do that Red Hood feature film that I want to do, you're gonna be a villain in it. So,
well, I cannot wait. I am down. Down to clown. You know.
That's the Joker, man.
Oh shit! Son of a bitch! Get
Black Mask. Dear God, know your villain, man.
I'll figure it out one day.
Yeah, it'll be all right. I really enjoyed the scenes that you were in. As I said, they were really intense. And then the voice that you got. For Black Mask, because me and you are the only 2 people that do voiceovers for our voices on the show, and I really like it, and it's really intense too, and it's just like, oh God, yeah. And even the quiet moments whenever you talk too are so good, and it's great, and
that was some of the hardest acting that I've ever done, was trying to just lean over a table and put like everything that should be on my face into my eyes.
Yeah, because that's all you have, because you can only see, that's all you can see.
Yeah, that's all you can see. Yeah, and it was really hard, but
it's so good.
It was a fun challenge. It was a really fun challenge.
When you, whenever you, after Joker shoots your guy and you're down on the floor and you just look back.
Oh yeah.
I was like, oh God, that's so good. It's he giving him, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Yeah, that's good. It's so funny. I find myself every now and then, like when we're going into a house fire, and I put my air mask on and I don't know why this is my phrase, but because of the breathing, a lot of people make the joke of Darth Vader, but I always think of Bane from the Batman thing when I'm wearing that air mask. And for some reason, I always look at like whoever's closest to me when we're in there fighting the fire, and I just go, "Have you seen my cranberries?" It's like the way that I live now is just behind a mask saying stupid things for others' entertainment.
That's your entire life. 10 years from now, you've worn like 15 masks in your life and done so many things under a mask.
But then
and it's like
nobody knows who the real me is anymore.
Nobody knows. They just know you as a mask. It's just any production that gets done in Arkansas, if there's a character with a mask, they're going to call you. They're going to reboot The Mask, the Jim Carrey movie. They're going to call you. It's going to happen. Everything with a mask.
That was some of my favorite compliments and stuff. Like even my wife, they were just like, "Man, you looked really good in those shorts." And I was like, "You can't see my face, so I don't know how to take that. Like I look better as a skeleton man. What are you saying?"
You look so good when I can't see your face.
Yeah, that's what my dad always used to say. He used to say that I have a great face for radio.
Yeah, well, that's why you're on the podcast. And it's even better that your wife said that to you, because that makes you're a winner now in her book.
Oh yeah, our term of endearment is telling each other to eat our farts. So
nice. That's true love.
Oh yeah,
that's what that is.
She got me a keychain for Christmas that's made out of old turnouts, and I opened it up and it said EMF on it, and I said, "What is EMF?" I was thinking like emergency medical firefighter. And she said, "Eat my farts." And we just laughed and laughed.
I saw you post it on Facebook. I stared at it for like 2 minutes. And I was like, what? Does it have to do with firefighter? Like, what?
Nope. But the good news
Nope.
is that's what I tell people. Like when my captain, he was like, "What's EMF stand for?" And I was like, I'm not going to tell him what this really means. I'll never live it down." And then I go, "Emergency medical firefighter," because that's not what you are.
What? It's not?
No, it's emergency medical technician. I just go, oh, right. And I just look at him and I go, "Have you seen my cranberries?"
You're well loved around the fire station.
It's
I'm
weird.
sure.
Oh yeah, it's fun. I'm the youngest at my station by like 15 years, so it's a little weird. But
Dang.
I'm like the age of some of their kids, but yet they
Nice.
yeah, it's like they'll come in with a story. It's like, yeah, my dumbass 25-year-old crashed their car, and I was like, oh cool, I'm that age, and I'm gonna go do CPR with you. But
You just like take a drink of water. You're like, yeah.
yeah,
Those 25-year-olds.
those dumb 25-year-olds. Man, I have become such an old man though. It got even worse when we bought our house this year. Like my dream is just to tell like a damn kid to get off my lawn, and we don't really have any kids in the neighborhood, so that was a sad day. So now we just have to have kids, and I tell my own kids to get off my damn lawn. So that's
Yeah. Get off my lawn, but we live here. I don't care. Get off the lawn. You're going to be a great dad, man. I can't wait.
It's going to be fun. I'm going to ruin my kid. I'm going to teach them their colors wrong.
That's the way to do it. Get to school, and they're like, count to 10. And they're like, 5, 6, 4. And they're like, that is totally wrong. That's not what my dad said. Be like, Billy.
It's like, all right, Billy, say the Pledge of Allegiance. And he just goes, ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah.
Be like the water boy. No, teacher, you're wrong. Dad is right.
Oh yeah, Billy Madison, or no, Happy Gilmore.
No, it's the water boy.
Oh, it was the water boy. Yeah,
Billy. What was it? Bobby Boucher.
Yeah. My mama said that alligators are angry because they got all those teeth and no toothbrush.
All the time. I'm just like randomly. It's the only thing that I really know from that movie, and I'm just like, no, Colonel Sanders, you're wrong. Mom was right.
My favorite quote from that one is I just like looking at people sometimes. Like every time I'm in the grocery store and that little thing pops up and it says, "Is this price okay?" And I just want to go, "The price is wrong, bitch."
That's Happy Gilmore. Yeah, that's the Happy Gilmore when Bob Barker.
Yeah.
Bob Barker.
Yeah.
Man, some of his movies run together. That wasn't when Adam Sandler was good.
Hey, put out like a movie a year or something. There was that. And it was like
all
Happy Gilmore,
gold.
Billy Madison, Waterboy, Little Nicky. It was just all
Big Daddy.
Big Daddy. Yeah, they just like all came out at once, and then everyone just quotes it, and they're like, "I don't care if it's the wrong movie. We know it." But
Mr. Deeds.
Oh yeah, Mr. Deeds.
It's a classic. All good. That was whenever he was good.
Oh yeah.
I missed that.
He was in That's My Boy, but I think that's just because he had Andy Samberg with him.
Yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong with Andy Samberg, so
yeah,
I love Andy Samberg. But yeah, I just watched his Netflix special the other day, mainly because it had that song that video that's been going around on Facebook. That
yeah.
I was like, that's my life.
Yeah, I hadn't gotten around to watching that yet. We binged up on everything Pete Holmes because we watched the HBO series Crashing, and he's an amazing comic that really just makes you think about life. He talks about cashing happy checks any chance you get, and just like, oh, someone cut you off on the freeway, instead of getting mad, just go like, oh, neat, and then live your life. It's great.
Nice. Yeah, so have you ever watched did you watch the Bird Box?
I have not watched Bird Box yet. I'm kind of purposely, I was going to, and then I've started seeing everything, and now it's just one of those things of like, I don't want to, even though I do.
Yeah, I just don't want to watch it because that's all people talk about, and I just don't want to be
watch it because everybody else talks about it.
Yeah, like I want to be the guy 3 years from now that just walks up to someone and be like, "Hey, have you seen that movie Bird Box?" And they go, "Where have you been?"
I watched this movie on Netflix the other day. It was called Bird Box. And it's Sandra Bullock in it. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Bro, it's 2022, man. Like, that came out a long time ago.
We're on Bird Box 3 already.
Bird Box, the trilogy.
The next one's going to be called Bird Boxes, and then the third one will be Bird Boxes is the boxing.
Bird Boxes. I like that one. Oh, man. But no, I haven't got around to watching it either. Or that Black Mirror movie that you can choose your own adventure. So that does seem interesting.
I haven't done that yet. We're trying to find a time. Mickey wants to watch that one with me because she really enjoyed playing through. She hates video games and she hates that I play them all the time. But she really enjoyed. Like, we sat down and just got super drunk and basically played through all of Detroit in like one night. And she really had a good time playing Detroit Become Human, or at least telling me what to choose.
I played the demo of that. I haven't played the actual game yet.
Oh, you're missing out.
Probably because at the time Spider-Man was consuming my life.
That's true. That ate my entire life after I got done with that game.
Yeah, I remember that you played through that game too.
Yep. Oh, it's fun.
Because I remember you saying that you 100%ed it on it.
Yeah, first game I ever platinumed.
Right. Yeah. Good stuff, man.
What's new in your life? What have you been up to besides, like baby stuff?
This podcast. I just started that. And then work and baby. That's about it. I mean, when you got kids, it's kind of hard to do stuff.
You're doing more than me, and I don't have kids.
Yeah, well, I mean, I feel like if my entire life is not completely full of crap and my wife really mad, then I guess I'm not doing it right.
That's true. That's true. No one ever made it to the top because people were happy with them.
Right, yeah. I've been playing Fallout 76 a lot, but I just kind of like winged off that right now because I'm playing through the DLC episodes of the Spider-Man game.
Oh, yeah. What was it? The Black Cat, and then there was another one.
All three are out now. The second one is something Turf Wars.
Turf War. Yeah.
And the third one came out almost around Christmas. It was called Silver Lining.
Is that one's the one? I think I saw the trailer for it where it follows the silver-haired girl.
Silver Sable.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna finish that up because I only got a few weeks before Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out, and then I don't have a life.
Oh, I know. I'm so excited.
I've only been waiting for this game for so long. I remember when I was a kid and was waiting to play this game, and now I'm 31 and I can't wait till this game comes out and I can play with.
It's been
Donald and
15
Goofy.
years, and yeah.
Bunch of Disney characters.
And then you get to be that guy that just loses his mind at a bar one night when someone's just like, "Why do you play a video game that has Mickey Mouse in it?" And you just slam your beer on the bar and you go, "You don't understand."
It's a good game series. Why does nobody like it? Come on.
I'm at that point, especially after this year, of just games are where the real writers are. All the stuff
definitely.
that Hollywood's pumping out compared to the storyline of the Spider-Man game in general. That had some of the greatest voice acting that I've heard compared to the best acting I saw on screen in a movie. It was insane.
And the story was just amazing.
It was. Oh, it was so good.
No pun on the Spider-Man. Amazing. But it really was. Yeah. I went there. But it was just so great game. And then did you play God of War?
I did. Oh, that's the way that you reboot something right there. That is how you do it.
It was so good. I was an Xbox guy, I have been. But I got a PS4 just for God of War and Marvel Spider-Man.
That's exactly what I did too. Yep. I
And
had
now
my
I don't
Xbox
have
One forever, and then that came out, and I said, you know what? I think I'm gonna trade this off.
I don't have an Xbox anymore.
Me neither.
Just got my PS4 because I condensed down because I was like, I can't have both because all my games that are coming out, I'm buying them all on PS4 because I wasn't gonna like the one thing that I said that last year was I'm not gonna buy a lot of games because like I used to just buy so much crap and I never played a lot of it.
Oh yeah,
played through stuff, and I was like, I'm not gonna do that anymore. I'm just gonna buy like a few games throughout the year, just the ones I really want to play. And I knew that I was like, you know what? I want God of War and I want Marvel Spider-Man. So I'm gonna get a PS4 and I'm gonna say screw it on the other stuff. And then Fallout 76, which could have come out I could use on Xbox, and then Kingdom Hearts 3 I could get on Xbox too. But I was like, I just want to play the game on the system that I played it on originally,
right.
that Kingdom Hearts was.
Right.
So I was like, I'm getting it on PS4. Because and I got that Spyro Reignited trilogy for Christmas from Lacey, and I got that on PlayStation, which could have got on Xbox too. But I was like, no, I played it on PlayStation.
It's just a slippery slope, man. Now you're stuck in the vortex.
And next thing I know, I was selling my Xbox.
Yeah.
But
someone put out a good thing that said, Xbox 360 was better than PS3, but PS4 beat Xbox One.
Yeah,
that's fair.
And this year was just been so amazing. And I know that you have Red Dead Redemption 2, right?
Yeah, I have beaten it and had a blast playing it. It was the best cowboy simulator. It was hard, man. It takes because it's so simulator that it takes forever just to do one thing.
Right. I haven't got the game, but I hear amazing things about it, and but you can just tell, like you were saying, how much video games have become like the medium of storytelling.
Yeah, absolutely.
2018 was just amazing for video games and storytelling wise.
And there's so much more to come.
Oh yeah, 2019. Starting the month off this month with Kingdom Hearts 3, like it's just really going to end the game series that we've been playing for so long now.
Yeah.
I'm just so ready for it to just be here. I was like, man, I should have took a vacation at work for that week just so I could sit at home and play it.
It's like the worst feeling in the world, though, because it's like I want to figure this out and complete it and get to the end of this, but it's like that it's done when that happens. So it's like I want a 25-hour campaign.
Yeah. I think someone was I know that they said it was going to be like the longest campaign that they've had. And I want to read I want to say I read somewhere that it was going to be like 35 hours or something like that. I'm pretty certain.
Man,
I read that.
That'd be awesome.
Dude, wouldn't it though? Like totally would invest all my time into the game.
Yeah. That's what I love and hate about Steam is like when I open up a game to play on the computer and it tells me how much time I have in it, and it just like stares you in the face and you see that like 220 hours and you're just ugh. I could have been contributing to society. But then you're like, society sucks.
It does. Society sucks so bad. It'll be okay. You're all right. I don't care. Whatever.
Yeah.
That's about how I am.
Oh yeah.
You could definitely tell, like we were saying earlier, how much society sucks by spending 2 seconds on the internet, and you don't need to know anything else. You're just like, gone with my life.
That's all I need to see right there. That's
all I need to see. This is society.
I always think of that clip from Parks and Rec where Ron Swanson just throws the computer into the dumpster.
Right. Oh man. But yeah, 2019. I'm really excited about it. A lot of good stuff coming out this year. Video game wise, which we talked about. It's really hard to get past Kingdom Hearts 3. I don't really know what else is coming out. There's plenty of stuff.
Oh yeah.
But I can't even really think about it because that's all that's really consuming my mind right now. But a lot of good movies coming out too.
Yes.
Of course, the Avengers Endgame's coming out.
Yep, that will be here, and
So I'm excited about that.
I think the number one that I'm excited for right now is Glass, Mr. Glass, or just Glass.
Yeah, Glass. The with Unbreakable and Split.
Yes.
Characters in it. Yeah, they got that one, and then that new Godzilla movie coming out with all the monsters.
That'll just be fun. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be fun. It'll just be seeing all the nostalgia. I guess is really. I'm really excited about the new Spider-Man movie too. I really like Spider-Man: Homecoming, and I really want to see Spider-Man: Far From Home.
That's what it was called. I was trying to I couldn't. Yeah. I kept thinking
Far
of
From
the
Home.
the one that just came out, and it blocked out.
They're gonna put home in like everything now.
Sounds like it, yeah.
The next one will be Spider-Man: Homeward Bound.
Spider-Man: Homeward Bound.
Yeah, he'll have like a spider dog. It'll be cool.
He's got to lead him home.
Got to lead him home. I'm lost. It's just like Tom Holland and a dog just going through the woods and through fields and stuff, trying to get back to San Francisco or whatever city those dogs were from.
Yeah.
And that cat.
How does that work though? I mean, does he have to like carry little plastic baggies to like pick up the web that comes out of his butt?
Yeah. The dog will actually clean up after Tom Holland.
It's a total script flip right there.
Yeah, totally different. Marvel's about to hire me. They're going to listen to this podcast and hire me for their.
I could see it. It's Spider Dog, the next Avenger.
The next Avenger. Spider Dog, the next Avenger. I'll bring you on.
The Avengers. It's just everything's mispronounced. He's like, I'm Spooder Dog, and I'm part of the Avengers.
Get the and we'll have him in the voice of the alien from American Dad.
Roger.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah.
We've got all these aliens coming, and I could just shoot webs out of my butt to stop them.
This is it. We've just made gold, is what we have.
We've got history in the making.
It does. I'll hit Sony up, and then that'll be our life. That'll be our life, man.
That will be our life.
Making this movie that we just created.
Daggum Spooder Dog.
Yeah, but man, I think, man, I've got you almost here for 50 minutes now.
Oh, dang.
50 minutes. Yeah, man, time. I only was really going to shoot for 20, but we're just good conversation, man.
Absolutely.
My daughter just woke up, so she's going to come and ask some questions. She can't talk, so I don't know how this is going to work, but
it's going to be a whole lot of charades happening.
It's a whole lot of charades. Are you ready for this? Because there's no video, so you're just going to have to guess by the sound of her hands moving. Moving this computer.
Jackal! It's a jackal! Jackal! It's a jackal!
Yeah, she shook her head. Good job, man. You got it. Good job. All right. Actually, we're going to, before I fully let you go, I'm going to take a break. Well, we're going to still let this record, but there's going to be a break on the show. And then there's a game that I'm going to play with all my guests. It's called Quotables, and so we're gonna do that.
Ooh.
All right. So we'll be right back on the Good Stuff Podcast. All right, we're back here on the Good Stuff Podcast, and I am still here with Jeremiah before he leaves. And so we're playing a game now, Jeremiah. Before you leave,
all right.
I'm gonna play this all with all my guests, or at least I'm gonna play with a lot of guests. But whenever I get the not good stuff, this is good stuff. Entertain Me Arkansas podcast. We used to play this game called Toss Up.
Okay.
Which we're not playing that. But I was just throwing it out there. I was just throwing it out there. No, you don't get to make conversation. You are supposed to do charades.
But you asked me to be on the show.
You asked me to be on the show, Daddy. You said, come in here and make this thing entertaining. Anyways, Toss Up was like a game where we just like gave like this random category, and so we had to like it was like female superheroes, and we just went around the circle. It was like you had to like say a female superhero in like 5 seconds or you're out.
Ooh.
And basically just kept on going. But we're not going to play that because you just sounded like you were interested in it. So we're not going to do because that's what we do.
That's the good stuff right there.
I don't want to do anything you want to do. So we're going to do quotables.
All right.
And it's basically just movie quotes. And I'm just going to say a movie quote, and you tell me what movie it's from. I've only got 5, and we'll see how many you can get out of 5. Okay?
Well, this will be great because I've already proved earlier how good I am at this between Happy Gilmore and Waterboy. So let's give it a shot.
Once we went there, I said, man, can't wait to play quotables with this guy. He's going to be so good. But anyway, so since it's Science Fiction Day today on this Wednesday, which would be yesterday if people are listening to this on Thursday, but whatever. So they're science fiction movies, okay?
Okay.
All right. All right. And you just say the movie, okay?
All right.
I'll be back.
Oh, Terminator.
Ooh, look at that. Okay. My Precious.
Lord of the Rings.
Which one, though?
Oh, I'm going to guess Two Towers.
It is Two Towers.
Man!
Good job. All right. No, try not. Do or do not. There is no try.
Empire.
It is Empire. Good job. All right. Oh, no, it wasn't the airplanes. It was Beauty that killed the Beast.
Snakes on a Plane. It's King Kong.
It is King Kong. If it was Snakes on the Plane, it was Beauty that killed the Beast, motherfucker. That would be Snakes on a Plane.
Tired of this motherfucking Beauty killing these motherfucking beasts.
All right, the last one is, I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that. I was supposed to say the quote.
Damn it. I know that that's Hal. What is the movie? I can't think of the title.
Just say Waterboy. You'll probably be right.
I'm going to have to go with Pride and Prejudice.
It isn't. It's actually, no, it's The Help.
Okay. Yeah, I remember the scene where she was like, hey, we need more help. And then they were like, I'm sorry, Dave. We can't do that.
It was 2001 A Space Odyssey.
Ah, of course.
Yeah. But anyway, that's it. So what you got, 4 out of there?
4 out of
4
5.
out of the 5.
That's an 80. That's passing.
Yeah, that's B. So that means that you get to go to the 9th grade. So
B stands for baby, you got a diploma.
Yeah. You're a baby, right? You got anything else to say to Jeremiah?
Have you seen my cranberries?
The thing is, I'm actually wearing headphones, so she can't actually hear you. So she really, right now, she just thinks I'm talking to myself. And she's saying, oh, my dad's crazy.
Yeah, I'm sure that's not going to cause any lasting damage.
I'm sure it's not. Technically, you were still supposed to be taking a nap, so I was really just sitting here just in case you woke up and you're trying to take my headphones. Well, man, I appreciate you giving me almost an hour of your time.
Oh, man, it was fun.
And,
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. One day you'll have to come on here again.
I got to do something between now and then to make it worthy.
Well, see, I plan on doing special episodes where, like, basically we can just talk about stuff. Which I think for a really good one for you, since I know that we both are into this, and I think we'll be talking a lot about it. We could talk for like an hour about it. Is want to do a red versus blue special?
Oh yeah, that'd be fun. That is like the staple of my funny bone.
Yeah, and so I know that you watch Red versus Blue, and I watch Red versus Blue. So I think when I do that special, I'll probably have you on there to talk about it.
I'm down, man.
I don't know if you've you on the first episode listened to it or not, but my announcer
Gary.
on my Gary is actually from Red versus Blue.
He what? I'm sorry.
It's the Gary voice from Red versus Blue.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. So basically, like, I was like, I want the Gary voice. I was like, I need an announcer, but I want it to be a robot. And I said, I wonder if I could get the voice of Gary from Red versus Blue.
Man,
and so I looked it up, and they just use a Mac and use the Fred voice on there.
Oh.
You can just basically write text in a notebook.
Yeah, and it reads it back.
And it reads it back, and you can change the settings on your computer to do Fred. And that's the voice they have for Gary.
That's awesome.
On Red versus Blue.
Man.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I just really gave everybody my secret to Gary, but I don't care. Gary doesn't care. It's all good.
Gary don't give a shit.
Gary don't give a shit. So now I just need the guy that does the voice of Andy the Bomb on here on an episode.
And Vic. Vic would be great too.
Yeah. And Vic, yeah. That's just Bernie.
Yeah. He's doing an impression of like his old college roommate or something.
Yeah, something like that. I can't remember.
But
yeah.
Man,
All right,
I'll let you get to parenting now that the kid's up.
Yep, got to do that. But once again, thanks again, and I'll holler at you later, man.
Hey, yeah, absolutely. It's been fun. You take care, man.
Was nice having Jeremiah on the show, and anyways, so I hope you've enjoyed this second episode of the Good Stuff podcast, and but we're not through for the day. We're just done talking to Jeremiah. It's been a good show, and I'm now going to introduce this segment, a new segment. I know that last episode, the first episode, I did segment from Entertainment Arkansas called Letters to Dear Anna, where I send letters to Anna Kendrick, and I'll probably may do that more, but I'm going to change things up every so often and do different segments at the end of shows, and do different segments every show, maybe like 4 different segments, I don't know, it just depends on what I come up with, but today we're going to introduce a new segment, and this segment is called the Hoodies On Life. The Hoodies are my kids. 4 kids. I have 4 kids. And Bronx, he's 8. And then Riker is 6. And Maverick is 5. And then Phoenix is she's 9 months old. Those are the Hoodies, and they're the kids of the Red Hood, which is me. And so the Hoodies on Life. And basically, every time that we have this segment, I'm going to let the kids explain stuff to you, and I guess it's like reviews and summaries of what stuff is. But anyways, so today we have Bronx and Riker here, and Bronx and Riker say hi.
Hi.
Okay, Bronx say hi.
Hi.
Riker say hi.
Hi.
All right, so you can hear the difference in their voices, I guess. So you know which one is talking. So today, what are we talking about, Bronx?
Teen Titans Go.
All right, Teen Titans Go. It's a show, right?
Yeah, it's a cartoon too.
That's cartoon would be a show. You mean it's a movie too? Is what you mean? Yeah, Teen Titans Go, the movies.
Yeah, there's different kinds of it.
Oh, okay.
So there's like movies and then episodes.
Movies and episodes.
Mhm.
Okay.
And it like one about like it's some about like it actually look like it's a different song about Teen Titans Go. It made different songs.
Okay, make different songs. Okay. All right. So Bronx, you're the oldest, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so you should take the reins on this segments. Okay. That means basically you're in charge of the segments.
Ah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so you tell me about what Teen Titans Go is about.
So
it has 5 characters, and it has Robin, Raven, Cyborg, Beast Boy, and Starfire.
Okay.
And then
They're the
team.
Teen Titans.
Yeah,
They're a team.
They're Teen Titans go.
Okay.
And then they fight villains, and Robin, he is the leader.
Okay.
And,
What's his real name? Do you know his real name? You don't know his real name?
No.
I do.
What's his real name?
I really didn't remember, but I know.
Okay.
Well, anyway, I know
It's
more.
Dick Grayson.
But also, I know more people on Teen Titans Go. There's like Batman and Alfred, and I've also seen the Riddler on there before.
Oh, okay. All right.
I
Well,
saw the Joker on there before,
Oh yeah, right.
Okay.
and the Penguin.
Okay. So let's just go back to the core team of the Teen Titans. Okay. So we have Robin, right? He's the leader.
Yeah.
So what is Robin's? He's a superhero, right?
And
I'm just gonna pretend like I don't know who it is.
Okay,
So
but
yeah,
his,
pretend
his
like I don't know.
weapon is like a staff,
Okay.
and
So
I know about it. It can like shock people, and
It does a lot of kind of stuff.
so Robin, like Batman and Robin, is basically right.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so he's the Robin to Batman, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Not really, because Batman always laughs in that movie.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. And so then who else is there?
There's
Raven, you said? Raven.
and she has powers instead of weapons. So like she can she can move stuff too, and she has powers.
Move
So-
stuff?
Yeah, she
With her mind?
she can do that.
Okay.
And
Her can teleport.
Teleport? Her can teleport? Okay.
and
And
Right.
her's a demon.
Hers a demon. Okay. Hers is demon. So all her powers are like demon powers? Okay. And is there anything important else that we should know about her? Like maybe her dad?
yeah,
Who's her dad? Does anyone know his name?
no, but
His name is
he's red.
Trigon.
I was trying to say, but I don't really say it.
Okay.
Right.
You was trying to say? Okay.
Well, anyways, so
Her dad's bad, right?
The Trigon.
and
Is
he's
she
trying
good-
to
so
he's
it's-
trying to take over the world, and
Okay.
No,
So, yeah.
Trigon is trying to get Raven back.
Okay, back to being bad or just where they live or
Back
to
where
being
bad
and where they live.
Yeah.
Okay. And you said he's trying to take over the world.
Yeah.
And so the Teen Titans fight him? Okay.
And they fight other people.
Right.
Yeah, like Balloon Man, for example.
Oh, Balloon Man?
Uh-huh.
That's a character?
Like Phoenix is watching right now.
Yeah.
Phoenix is watching Teen Titans go to the movies, and he's one of the characters on it.
So what's Balloon Man? Does he have like a bunch of balloons or
No, he's like
He turns stuff.
He can like put stuff in it in a giant balloon, and it floats away.
so he fills stuff up with helium?
No, he like circles it around with a balloon.
Okay, so he puts stuff in a balloon. Okay. So let's go back to the team.
Yep.
Okay, so we've said 2. You said there's 5. So who's next?
Cyborg.
Cyborg.
And
I'm gonna
he
be
is a man slash robot, and he has weapons too, and they're inside of his suit, and so like
He's body.
He's bald?
No, body. And he's...
Oh, his body. In his body. Okay.
okay. So anyways,
He's a
Cyborg.
robot.
He has, I know one of his weapons. It's called the supersonic jet, and
I know.
it's like in his shoes, and he can fly with it.
Okay.
I know he has, like... Shooting stuff can come out of his hand.
Shooting stuff can come out of his hand.
Meatballs.
Like meatballs.
Yeah.
Okay. Meatballs come out of his hand.
Yeah.
Okay. He's a robot man who shoots meatballs out of his hand.
And he can come out of his like suit, right? Like
Okay.
his thing, and his body is like cords for
Deal.
his legs and
Naked.
his arms.
Okay. Do you know what his real name is or?
No.
Okay. You?
I really don't, but I
Okay.
think I did.
You did? Okay. Okay. So who's next?
Beast Boy.
Beast Boy. You want to talk about Beast Boy, Riker?
Yeah, I was about to say
Let
Beast
Riker
Boy.
talk about Beast Boy. Riker. So Beast Boy.
Beast Boy is actually.
By the way, Victor Still, I
Uh-huh.
believe is the name of.
And he can turn into animals.
Is it
No,
Victor?
I thought I was
Victor's
gonna
the
talk
name?
about
Victor
Beast Boy.
Still? Victor's the name of the cyborg. Victor something. Is it Steel? I don't know. Victor something. But anyways, back to Beast Boy. You tell me.
Beast Boy is green.
Okay.
He can turn into any animal, any person, anything.
Any dragon.
Any stuff he wants to be.
Okay.
Uh-huh. And he can turn into people. Like,
I just said people.
Okay.
And he's really actually eats food a lot.
He eats a lot of food?
Yeah, and he likes junk. His room is filled with junk and trash and boxes. And when he
Clothes.
goes to sleep, he turns into a cat and sleeps inside a box.
Okay.
So yeah.
Is Beast Boy your favorite, Riker, or?
Beast Boy is my favorite.
My
Okay.
favorite is Robin.
Oh, okay. So, does you know what Beast Boy's real name is?
No.
It's Garfield Logan.
I was trying.
They call him Gar.
I didn't know that, but I didn't remember.
Riker knows everything.
Okay. Riker knows everything, but he doesn't.
Remember.
He doesn't remember. He doesn't remember.
Not member.
He does
Oh, you
not
want to be
remember.
a member.
He does not remember. Okay. And so there's one last one.
No, or two. Oh
No.
yeah, one. It's
Starfire.
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 And she can shoot like green lasers out of her eyes.
And
she
hands.
can fly.
And she can fly.
Uh-huh.
That's
She's
what we heard.
And she really loves cats.
really loves
No,
cats.
that's Soki.
And she loves her pet kind of worm thing.
It's Soki.
Silky.
Yeah.
And she likes cats.
So, and she's orange, right? Starfire. Is
Yeah.
orange.
And she has pink hair. And
Is
it's
she
really
an alien?
long. Yeah, she's an alien.
No,
From Tar something. I can't remember. Tarmaria, I think. I can't remember.
Hers
That's pretty
not
good.
actually.
I think
Hers
it's something
not
like
an alien. Hers just a person.
She's an
From-
alien. She's an alien.
From another planet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, that's an alien, bud.
Tarmania.
If they're not from Earth, they're aliens.
Yeah. Aliens destroy people.
Aliens are people too. You're right. Good job. Okay.
Some aliens.
Good. You're such a good kid. Good job.
Some aliens.
So anyway,
When you say good kid, do you mean both of us?
yeah, of course. Anyway, so Starfire,
Uh-huh.
and so who likes Starfire on the team?
Robin.
Oh,
but
Robin.
he's never told her, and he's
So-
also my favorite character.
Right. Yeah.
And anyway, so he
Oh, because
likes her.
he likes her, but he's never told her.
Yeah, and
Her
he
lo-
always gets
Kind of
so
like how
close.
that you
He
told me
always
that
gets really close to kissing her, but it never happened.
you told me today that you had a girlfriend, but she doesn't know, right?
Well, I have two girlfriends, but I have one.
One of
that
them knows, and one
then
doesn't
the
know?
other one doesn't know.
I
Okay.
do have a girlfriend, but I have a crush on her.
Oh, you
So
have a crush
Robin
on
has
her.
a crush on Starfire.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we got off of Teen Titans Go. And so the Teen Titans Go, that's your team, right? And your favorite's Robin and your favorite's Beast Boy, right?
So like, are we gonna pretend that we're Robin and he's Beast Boy?
No, you're not going to pretend. We're just talking about it. And so anyway, they have a TV show, right? And you can actually watch all the episodes.
It's on Hulu.
It's on Hulu.
And it
Yes,
has all the episodes.
4 seasons so far on Hulu, right?
They could make more seasons. Who
I think
knows?
they are. And then they made a movie, right? Teen
Uh-huh.
Titans.
Teen Titans Go to the movies.
And does it have a lot more people in it just besides the Teen Titans?
Oh,
Like-
and it has the Justice League. And
okay.
and they
And Slade's on there?
And they've talked about Guardians of the Galaxy, but
They did?
yeah,
That's because it's Marvel. They're just talking about it.
yeah, they're guessing what the Teen Titans Go team is. Balloon Man doesn't know the Teen Titans Go. First he says he thinks they're the Justice League, and they says they're not the Justice League, and then he says they're the Guardians of the Galaxy, and then
Yeah, I think it was just a
Yeah.
joke. It's a joke in the movie.
I think.
Yeah, I think so.
But anyways,
Anyway, so did you like the Teen Titans Go the movie?
yeah, we've
you watch
seen
all of
it
it?
we've seen it a lot of times.
Yeah, you got it on
Wait,
DVD?
Yeah, we have it on DVD because our dad makes movies for us to watch.
Yeah.
And we can watch them.
like a lot of kind of superhero ones.
Anyway, and
I
a lot of the
like-
kind of superhero ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
Do,
about.
okay, so do y'all like superheroes, or do I make you like superheroes?
We like superheroes.
Yeah, I like superheroes. Like all the kind of superheroes.
Okay, so it's not that Daddy makes you. It's that.
Yeah, we love superheroes.
Okay, so on the Teen Titans Go the movie.
Uh-huh.
Go to the movies movie. Go to the movies.
We're gonna talk about that. Too.
Anyway, so at the end of that movie, there's a credits. Is there like a scene at the end?
Uh-huh.
Oh
Yeah, and
It
it shows like the Titans, and
The-
they're like, we found a way back or something.
Yeah.
And,
That you know where that's from? Is this other show that was on Cartoon Network that ran 3 seasons? It was just called Teen Titans, and that was the team, and it was more serious, not funny, because Teen Titans Go is really like for kids and funny
it's
and stuff like
funny.
that. But this was more serious and had stories and stuff. I'm sure there was some humor in it, but I mean it wasn't like just all funny. It's not like they're shooting meatballs like and stuff like that.
They shoot real
But
weapons.
anyway, so now they're actually making a movie called Teen Titans versus Teen Titans Go. So they're gonna have both teams versus each other. I don't know.
That's cool.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
Like is the Teen Titans Go?
They actually have that show, the Teen Titans show, on DC Universe, where you can actually watch all 3 seasons. And you know, Dad has the DC Universe.
Yeah.
You
And
can
so,
Daddy has the DC Universe on his TV.
yeah, and
I've
so you can watch all those episodes, and they got new stuff on the.
Riker.
Teen Titans Go is
So they're
like
putting-
going to in the portal.
They're putting new stuff on the Teen Titans or on the DC Universe, and we'll get you guys to watch it, and then you can talk to us about it on other segments. Okay. So, is there anything else about Teen Titans Go that we need to know?
So
You don't have
they
to raise
live
your
in a
hand.
Titans, like they call it the Teen Titans Tower.
Uh-huh.
Because
And
it's made out of tea.
It's a T?
It's like a tall T.
Because they call it tea.
Teen Titans Go, and it starts
I
with
see.
a T.
Both of them starts with a T.
Awesome.
Teen Titans Go.
Okay. All right. So you think we got enough? The people got enough to know what Teen Titans Go is about?
Maybe not much, but I think yeah.
But
Okay.
we're just gonna tell you, they don't live in a neighborhood. They live in a city. It's called Jump City.
Okay. Well, guys, thanks for coming on the show. Okay. Thanks for doing the Good Stuff podcast.
Bye.
So everybody, bye.
Bye.
All right, and that was Life with the Hoodies, and they told us about what Teen Titans Go was, and it's been a great show. I've had fun. I hope you've had fun with me. It's been a good 2019 so far. These just a couple days into the year, and got good stuff coming, and good stuff all around all year, I hope. And hopefully going to get a lot of good special guests on the show, on the episodes, and hopefully just keep having fun, because it's good stuff, and I'm having fun. Gary, have you been having fun so far?
Oh yes, at last.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Are you looking forward to the rest of the year?
Yes, CK.
Cool, man. But yeah, as I said, hopefully we find some guests to get on the show. I got some lined up, and hopefully lined up more. If you want to be on the Good Stuff podcast, all you have to do is send me a message on our Facebook page, or you can send me an email at goodstuffpodcast@yahoo.com. I want you to, if you like this show and or want to leave me any comments or questions, you can comment on the episode thing. Let me know what you want to see in future episodes. Who you think I should talk to if you want to be on the show. Hit me up on those platforms, and leave me a rating and review if you would like. Let me know what you thought about the show, and you can leave me a review if you would like, and what you think about the show. On any of the platforms which you can find our show on, which includes Podbean, iTunes, YouTube, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, and Spotify. We're on all those, man. Maybe we'll end up being on some more here soon. I mean, that's a lot so far. I'm pretty excited about being on Spotify, as I've already said. But yeah, So listen to us, the Good Stuff Podcast, hashtag Good Stuff today on anything they said. Come and talk to me on the Facebook page. I post articles sometimes, and let's talk about stuff. Let's start a community. My buddies over at Southern Fried Geekery, they have a thriving community that I really like, and I aspire to be like them. So yeah, good stuff, man. Good stuff. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next Thursday.